venue once again with the man, the legend as they call him, Hal Bell. How are you today, Hal?
Great yourself, Carl?
I'm fantastic. All right, Hal. Talking Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates traded their face of the franchise, Andrew McCutchen, on Monday.
Yes.
They traded him to San Francisco for a former quote-unquote first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Which Pirates, that's how they validate things. Former first-round draft picks that are stiffs. For a former first-round draft pick, pitcher Crick, I think his name's Crick, and an outfielder, okay? And high A-ball.
Okay, yes.
Okay, they trade him, and the fans are in an upheaval in Pittsburgh. How did you feel when you heard the trade, Hal? Are you upset they traded McCutchen? What's the Legends' thought process here?
Well, here's my deal with that. You take Andrew McCutchen's stats for the last couple of years, don't put a name beside him, just like show the stats, and then ask someone, well, do you think this guy would be tradable? My first reaction is going to be, well, yes. Okay, so I'm not upset that they traded him. I'm upset that they didn't get really nothing for him, because the whole reason is they didn't trade him at the deadline last year. They traded him in the off-season this winter because there would be more teams involved, not just the contending teams right then. And the kind of deal that they could have gotten more at the deadline, maybe. They totally contradicted what
I agree with what you said. They could have got more in July. They could have gotten. They could have gotten no worse and more.
It's total asinine.
Right.
And you brought back a general manager to do this.
And you have all the fans. The fans in Pittsburgh are basically upset because they traded McCutchen in general.
Well, I'm not upset about that because his stats.
I don't have a problem. You could trade McCutchen, but you basically dealt McCutchen. You dealt 28 home runs, 90% of their total offense, and he didn't bring back a major league. Did he say he wanted a major league ready outfielder in return?
That's what he said.
He didn't bring one back. Okay.
That's why he wanted to trade.
So right now, if the season started tomorrow, you'd have Marte in center, Polanco in right, probably a platoon in left with Frazier and Luplow.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the people out there, the uneducated, they're going to say, "Oh, Austin Meadows will be up."
He won't be up until
mid-June at the earliest because of the Super 2 clock.
Super 2 status.
And who knows what he's going to do? He hasn't done anything in AAA. He's done nothing.
He had an injury-riddled season last year.
Right. So how would you grade this trade? How would you grade this trade?
And another F-.
Because they didn't bring.
He did absolutely nothing.
You brought not one impact player back in either trade.
And he contradicted to what he wanted to do. A total.
And then at the press conference, he said this was the toughest decision he's ever made. How did you feel when you heard that?
Well, number one, I heard him and Nutting talk. I could barely listen to either one of them.
Did it make you sick to your stomach?
A total lie. A lie, you know?
Did it make you sick?
Yeah, you know what? They're not giving the fans nothing to feel hopeful for, you know? So I just say, as Bucko fans, we have to be in it for the long haul, because that's all that we have.
One more thing, Hal. How do you feel about the 50,000 people that have signed a petition to have Bob Nutting sell the team?
Well, you know what? Those same people are going to buy tickets to games, so it's not going to help.
They can get it. I love the idea. I love the premise. The premise of doing it, but the odds of that happening are 0.00. Nutting will never sell the team, ever.
Never, ever. Matter of fact, when he gets too old to run it himself, he's going to hand it over to the daughter.
And then the grandkids.
And the grandkids.
Yeah, all the way down the family tree.
It's all going to be a Nutting-owned business for probably the next 50 years.
Right.
You know?
All right, we always like to pick the brain, the man, the legend, Hal Bell.